Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
What just happened?
Oh, somebody broke a paddle, so I had to go clean it up.
I think they're only here for one night.
They're impactful.
They are taking in all kinds of food.
And they got a fifth of
food.
Not Jägermeister. What's the other thing?
Fireball.
Fireball.
This is just happens to be my parents' anniversary. What would have been their anniversary? It would have been their 75th today. So, Harry and Neva, I miss you and I love you.
Neva never liked me.
That's not true. She did.
Harry loved me.
Yes, he did. That's absolutely true.
Neva held me in medium esteem.
That's not true.
Yes.
My mom was a tough nut to crack.
Yes,
she was. And sometimes I feel myself, as I get older, becoming more like her in some ways, and which means extremely eccentric. My mom was very eccentric, and I think I'm getting more eccentric as I get older. She loved Kurt. So
before she passed, we made up.
Yes, and my father adored him. So there were no issues really. So we are meeting so many InnDaddy viewers. We call you DaddyOs.
Don't tell anybody, but yeah, that's what we call
And all this season, I don't think there's been more than a few days that have gone by where we haven't had a DaddyO check in to stay with us, or we've been on the street, or we've been somewhere and somebody has come up to us and said, "We watch your vlog." We are just blown away, and thank you everybody, and thank you to the people who are watching us and then coming and booking a stay with us. Sometimes people who come up to us are people that we admire and that we think are special. For instance, we were at the grocery store earlier today, and Bobby Wetherbee, who is an institution in this town. I don't know if he'd like to be called an institution, but he is an institution in Provincetown. He is an entertainer extraordinaire. For years and years, he played piano bar in Provincetown, and he would rile up the crowds like crazy. I mean, you think piano bar is sort of sedate, not with Bobby Wetherbee playing it. And people used to come to town and say to us all the time, "We are going to go see Bobby Wetherbee." So we've known Bobby casually ever since we moved to town, really. We haven't seen him in a long time. He's not performing as much as he used to, and I hope that changes. I hope he decides to get back at the piano and entertain people again. But we saw him at the grocery store, and we said, "Hi, Bobby," and he turned to us and he said, "Guys, I love your YouTube vlog." And I was blown away. So look up Bobby Wetherbee. I'm sure that you can find YouTube footage of him. But maybe not because of copyright issues. Who knows? Bobby, you're probably watching this, and I just want you to know that we love you very much. We have now had three out of 5 check-ins come today. We are still waiting for 2 more to come. One of them is our friend Trevor, who is coming in for the night just because he says he misses us. And so we're going to have some time with Trevor tonight. Unfortunately, it's getting later and later. There's a lot of traffic coming in, and he even though he got an early start from Providence, Rhode Island, he is later than he thought he was going to be.
I thought he was going to be here at 5, and right now it's 6:23.
Right. So this is going to start cutting into our bedtime.
We will be in bed in 2 hours, so I hope he does get here.
So tonight's going to be martinis with Trevor, and I am making us dinner. I'm making Portuguese cod.
It's so delicious. Portuguese stuffed cod.
Which Trevor requested. It's one of his favorite things that I make. And he used to live in Provincetown, so he misses that sort of food. And my Portuguese cod is based loosely on Portuguese cod from the lobster pot.
Check-ins.
There's another check-in. Is based loosely on Portuguese cod from the lobster pot, which is my favorite thing to get at the lobster pot, just in case you're coming to Provincetown. So I've got to go and cook. And we're going to start having martinis, I think.
I'm not going to help a check-in.
Our friend Trevor is here. That's him. That's Trevor. You've met him before.
Checking in on all the apps first.
Okay, he's got to check it. He's got to check his apps. What you mean? Showtimes?
Yeah,
or...
Showtime apps and
yeah. Book of the your Book of the Month Club app.
Right.
And, yeah.
Oh wow.
And there's Curtis.
Hi, everybody.
There he is. And there's coffee cups and egg things and Provincetown magazine and a plunger, a new plunger, because those things happen. This is Mary Jo Avalon. Currently, she's the town moderator, a fantastic moderator, and that's tough to do. Can you get a little closer, please? That is tough to do. Mary Jo was one of the first people to come to us when we bought 7 Central. She came up to say hello. So I gifted her, do you remember this? I gave you a coffee maker.
Yeah.
Everybody leaves with something. She got a coffee maker.
You guys are so sweet.
How are you? You good?
I'm good, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to being busy this weekend.
Having been born and raised in Provincetown, and seen all the changes, what's something that keeps you excited and happy about Provincetown? Because a lot of people think, oh, Provincetown's changed so much, and it has.
Well, it has,
yes.
but that's what life is all about.
Right.
And I always say to my friends who moan and groan about it, I said, how do you suppose those old Yankees felt when all of us Portuguese landed?
That's right.
I mean, the Ku Klux Klan burned a cross on the lawn at St. Peter's.
Yes.
So change is what it's all about. I feel badly that we don't have children here anymore. That 70% of the property is owned by second homeowners now. And that's kind of sad. And, but it's what it is. And so if you're going to be miserable about it, you're going to be miserable.
Right.
So I think you have to live with what you have. And if you don't like it, go someplace else.
Yeah.
Love
That's
it or
how we
like
feel.
it, right? Isn't that
Right.
something we said during the 70s or 60s during the Vietnam War?
I wasn't alive then.
Oh, God. Yes, he was. But you're right. We have to, you know what? I think that part of life is you have to adapt.
Yeah, it was love it or leave it.
Right. My hometown is not like it was when I was growing up.
Nothing's
either.
like it is.
And sometimes I think people in Provincetown think they're the only ones who are experiencing this.
No.
They're not. It's
No,
everywhere.
it's
so,
everywhere.
and it's tough. It's tough for everybody.
Yeah.
And especially it's just hard for, I think, because Provincetown is so beloved not only by the people who live here, but by so many hundreds of thousands, millions of visitors.
And what is so nice about the town is how loving it is.
Yeah.
How accepting it is.
Yeah. Her husband, Dwayne, who unfortunately has passed now, he lived as a little boy at Charm. He lived in that when it was a house. His family lived there. So that's another connection with Mary Jo and her family that we have too.
Well, his family was here a lot longer than mine. I'm only a second generation American on both sides.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, he was like a fourth or fifth. It's nice.
You get back to work.
I am.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Watch and be on it.
All right.
So good to see you, Mary Jo. Bye-bye.
You too.
Why are we standing in the alleyway of Charm with a chair? And we're obviously giving it away, right? So here's the deal. I didn't want this day to go by and get rid of this chair without telling you the full story of this chair. We found this chair somewhere when we first bought Charm. And I said, that chair has got to come and we've got to use it somewhere in Charm. So we got it and we brought it back, and Luis, the manager, said, oh my God, that chair used to belong to me at the old guest house that he and his partner owned. And he said, I can't believe that now it's here at Charm. He had it forever, and then we've had it for 9. And so now we're saying goodbye to it too. It's free for somebody to take, and somebody will. It will not last a half an hour out here. I guarantee it.
And in another 10 years.
And in another time, we asked Luis, we said, are you okay? Do you want it? And he said no. And we joked and we said, that's okay. In about 10 years, you'll get it back anyway. It'll just find you again. And it probably will. I still love the lines. And I know people are going to say, you're going to say, why don't you have it reupholstered? Well, that's not so easy to do. here in Provincetown.
No.
And it would cost a lot of money. And frankly, life is short. We've got to move on. I have guests staying with us. This is Jen, and this is her mom, Jill. And not only are they guests that are staying with us because they found us through this vlog, but they bought one of my paintings.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at that. How sweet is that? So they get a little souvenir from Provincetown and a souvenir of InnDaddies, I guess.
Yes.
I've never thought about it that way.
That's
Thank you so much for
you're
staying
welcome.
with us. Thank you for buying my art,
great.
and thank you
Absolutely.
for watching InnDaddies.
Absolutely. I'll keep watching.
All right, good. Yay.
Woo!
I just want to show everybody this. It is the Portuguese festival is coming up next weekend, and you will see things like this all over Provincetown. This started about how many years ago did this it's like 5 or 6? Was it
Painting the
pre-COVID? Yeah, the
Painting
painting the
the
roosters.
roosters?
Does that go all the way back, or?
I think it goes back almost 20 years. maybe?
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of just realized it, I think, for a while after we'd moved to Provincetown, and I know Timmer got involved. You know Timmer?
Right, Timmer is my sister's friend.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I know.
Shannon is the one that paints.
Got it. Okay. So they're just so cool. And it's kind of fun to go around Provincetown and see if you can find them. Can't go out on McMillan Wharf because you'll see some out there too. But
There's a big one on McMillan Wharf that we just did.
But there's a great history to this. And what's your name?
My name is Laura Parker.
Hi, Laura. And tell us about this house.
This is my great grandparents' house.
That's wonderful.
They already painted over the year now, I can't remember. This was my great grandfather's barber shop.
Cool.
He eventually lost his sight. So it turned into various businesses after that. But his original barbershop was where Perry's Liquor is on the corner.
Yep.
That was his original barbershop when he came from Portugal. It was also an ice cream store and a candy store. And then they moved here, which this house and 1 Atlantic Ave on the other side were actually built by the Martin House owner. He was a sea captain. He had 2 daughters. He built them each a house, and they were across the street from each other.
Oh my gosh.
They were built identical. The one across the street has changed. This one has not,
Wow.
because it has stayed in the family. I'm 5th generation.
And I just want to say that this is real Provincetown and Provincetown history. And this is what makes Provincetown one of the most wonderful places. Provincetown is wonderful for many, many reasons, but the history and the family ties and the generational ties are still strong here. Everybody just thinks it's a fun resort beach party town, but it's much, much more. And once you live here and you realize that, there's so many layers to Provincetown,
Oh,
aren't
yes.
there? It's so wonderful.
Back in the day, my great-grandfather had on the hill, he had pigs, chickens, sheep. There were barns on the back
Yeah.
of the hill. There was
Yeah.
a big garden going all the way down the hill.
We own Inn at 7 Central on Central Street.
Oh, okay.
And we also own Charm, which used to be the Elephant Walk on Bradford Street, if you
Oh,
remember
I know what that
was
is. Yeah. That
we
was a Sears home.
No, so here's the deal.
Wasn't that built by-
So that's what everybody thinks. It wasn't. It was a kit home, but it did not
It
come
wasn't
from
from
Sears.
Sears?
Thank you. So we got to get back to the guest house, but I saw you doing this, and I was so excited because I've never actually found anybody working on one, and I was like, it's got to go in our vlog. So, unfortunately, one of the things that's happening this season in Provincetown is there have
Do you want me to hold that
been.
because you got that?
No, I'm good. There have been some hate crimes. So definitely one hate crime occurred that was a physical assault, and the police are investigating it. But apparently, and I did not know this until today, there have been other
There's one other one.
issues going on.
there more than
One
that?
other?
Yeah, I think there's 2
They
total.
didn't really clarify. But, I don't know why people come to Provincetown and yuck our yum. Stay in your own community and yuck your own yums. But I'll tell you something. That is not tolerated in Provincetown. And so this isn't a huge issue, and I don't want to scare anyone away from coming to Provincetown because it's not a huge issue. And the town is responding
With overwhelming
appropriately.
force.
Listen, this town will not put up with that stuff. It
No.
won't. So the town and the police department put out a text. They sent an emergency text out today to all residents. And I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but this stood out to me. And it says, while recent events have shown that hate can happen here, it has no home here. We will, as generations before us have, come together, protect one another, and ensure that Provincetown remains a safe space for the LGBTQ plus community and everyone who lives and visits here. We will not let hate win. Go out and have fun this weekend. Support local businesses. Tip your drag queens. Enjoy the fireworks and dance the night away. That's coming from the town. That shows you what this town is like. If you're gonna be a dick, right? And if you're gonna harass people, don't come to Provincetown.
I remember an incident maybe like 10 years ago where it was just one incident and the town went freaking nuts. They found these people and they were in court in short order and they had pretty severe sentences.
Yeah.
So, you know.
This town does not mess around with hate. I'm just very proud of Provincetown. Well, that ended up being perfect timing. I thought we were going to be late for the blessing of the fleet, and we got here just in time. And you couldn't ask for a more beautiful day than today. What a fun tradition.